أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله.
Aisha does not wear the hijab for now. The Imam holds the line on Islamic tradition of separating men and women. They are segregated into different rooms for Friday prayers. The idea is men will be distracted by uncovered women and not focus on Allah. He talks about the hijab, but listen to Pam, one traditional Muslim woman's viewpoint about her way of life.
This is my freedom.
She staunchly defends her hijab and her way of life.
What my day like? I think it's like your day. We woke up early in the morning. Like here in Thailand, we will wake up at this time of the year. It will be like 5 o'clock in the morning, say our prayer. And then after that, have our breakfast. I will prepare a cup of tea for my husband and then something to eat for my kids. And then, if it's school day, I will prepare them for school. And then I help my dad and mom and go along with my works. And then along the day, I stop a while, a bit like 10 minutes or something like that to say my prayer along the day. That will be 5 times. And other thing, I don't cook because nobody eats when I cook. So my husband cooks sometime, my mom cooks sometime, and that's it. And then I pick my kids up from school at about like 3:30, 4, help them with homework. And they enjoy TV after that. I enjoy doing something else, reading, doing a bit of gardening, and that's it. I guess it's like other women in the world. Like I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and I'm a working woman too. So many foreigners, especially American and European, used to ask me that, can you drive a car back at home and things like that, because they have heard that women in Arab countries, some Arab countries cannot drive, but that's their culture. That's nothing to do with Islam at all. Islam women can drive, of course. If you drive safely on the street, you don't kill other people, then you can go out and drive. And then you can work, but the work gotta be a decent work, like not something to, I guess not a singer, not something like that you have to show up a lot or something, but decent work like teachers, like doctors, like nurses, and other type of work. I chose to cover myself when I was 29 years old. So I kind of knowing that without covering and with covering, what's the difference? Because some girls in Islamic countries, parents not forced, but they started putting hijab on their kids since they were so young. So they might thought that this is my uniform or something like that I have to wear. But for me, I chose to wear it when I was 29 because I studied Quran and then Hadith, and then I thought that, God created me and He knows me best that what is my safety or things like that. Because the reason of the hijab is to cover your upper part and your sexy part. So at home or with friends, even with you, I don't have to cover because I know that there's nothing harm and things like that. In my family, my dad never said that, hey, do that. He just like, when I ask him that, Dad, do I have to cover myself? He give me the Quran and then Hadith and then some cassette of the Imam who preach about this, and then I read and then I listen and then I use the translation in Thai and in English, and then I started to agree that, this will give me privacy, First time when I started covering, I felt like, I don't feel comfortable. I feel a little bit weird, strange, and then after many years go by, I just like, now if you ask me to go outside without covering, I feel naked. I feel like I don't have confidence to go out because it becomes my freedom. It becomes my privacy, I have myself. I can go anywhere with my smile. I don't need to care about my hair, my molds or whatever. I find covering liberating.
Liberating from what?
From I'm in eyes of men or liberating from, I don't know, I feel safety. I feel like this is me. I know myself and I don't need to care what people think about me or how beautiful my hair is or how. So I feel like, wow. And it gives me like, what do you call, I feel powerful when I do something. Like when I get a job, I talk to someone and then I get it. I'm proud that I get it because of something inside there, not because of body or appearance or something like that. So that's liberating.
Studying in the US, she encountered disapproval.
I went to America and then American woman, she called herself a feminist. I met her at the airport. She came and sit beside me and then she just look at me and then she just like we were waiting for a plane and then she just like we start chit-chatting and then she said, can I say something? I said, yeah, why not? Of course. And then she said, you look like a well-educated woman, and why did you do this to yourself? And then she do like this from my head to my toe. So it's just like, oh, wow. Do you have like an hour? I mean, at least an hour to sit with me? She said, yes, of course. So I start telling her that if you are going to talk about this, about oppression or anything, you have to stop using your American standard to judge me. And then first time she's just like, I said, no, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm trying to open my heart and tell you what I think. And then she said, yeah, why not? So I just like, I mean, to me, you are oppressed, I told her, because every time she was wearing something very short, spaghetti stripe, and then I just like, you can ask yourself that how much confident you are. You have to go sit everywhere you sit or walk. You have to pull it down to move it up or something like that. And then to me, that's oppressed because why you dress like that? You want men to see you, or but I mean I'm the opposite to you, that I don't want any other men to notice me or to think that how long my leg is, how big, how small I am, or something like that. So she's just like, I never heard of something like that before. I thought this is, yeah, she started talking about oppression, like someone forced me to do this or something like that. So we just exchanging about Islam. She asked me about more about like 4 wives of a man in Islam and many more things. And then we ended up exchanging email address because she just like, wow, this is Islam that I haven't heard before. It's not like that in what I heard in America. My husband is a very good man. He takes very good care of me. He respects me, and I'll do anything to keep him. So just to make tea, a cup of tea, just to obey him, because I know that I use my brain all the time. That sometimes he says something that doesn't make sense. I will just like, honey, I don't think so. I think it's like this, like this, like this. I never just like, oh, you said I should go and jump off the cave. I'll do that. I will not do that, and he will not do that. In the Quran, it's under the condition that men go under what Islamic teach. I mean, according to rule, and women go according to rules. But if if your man is not a good man, you don't have to obey them. If they said you have to do something like go out and find me, earn the living, I'll be home drinking beer. Oh no, we don't drink beer or alcohol. But if there are lots of Muslim men practice drinking too. And if that's the case, you don't have to obey your husband at all. Polygamy is not a law and not a myth. It's allowed according to Quran, but most of the time the translation is not finished by the person who used it. Back in the past, it was a wartime where men got killed a lot. So there are lots of orphans left behind, widows left behind. So Allah sent down the message through Muhammad that allows a Muslim man to take care of 4 women, to take care of the widows, of the orphans, 4 women. But I mean, at that verse, if you go to the Quran and read until the last sentence of the verse, Allah said, "The best among you is the one who has one wife." You have to be fair to all four wives. If you decided to have four wives, if you give one house to the first one, you have to give another houses. You give a Mercedes Benz, you have to give Mercedes Benz to all, gold, whatever at all. So can you afford that? It's not a law that you must have, but some Muslim men in some Muslim countries, they're just like, oh, this is a law, they take advantage of it. But the end of this verse is the best among you is the one who has one wife.
The right of women is well balanced in Islam. Why people are thinking about the differences between gender is because of custom and tradition. Because we see some Muslim in India, some Muslim in Pakistan or some other countries, and we believe that, oh, Muslim is like this. Actually, it's not. I recall you the time of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Before that, the parents used to bury the baby girl alive because they thought that baby girl is a disgrace for the family. And Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam come and say, no, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will bestow His mercy, bounty, assets, richness to both baby boy and baby girl. So from now on, keep your baby alive. And no one buried the baby girl anymore. The difference is that men has to take care of the women throughout their life. When the woman is a child, her parents, like father, brothers, uncles, we have to take care of her. And when she grew up and married, then her husband will have to continue to take care of her to the rest of her life.
Doesn't she get to take care of herself?
She can take care of herself because she take care of herself and take care of her baby. And on top of that, she has another man who always support her at all time. Even though after the divorce, because the husband will have to subsidize the divorced woman until she remarried. Or otherwise, he has to support her throughout her life.
Do all Muslim women cover everything but head and face? Do all Muslim women do that?
Of course not. So it depends on the cultures again. But according to Islamic rules, women it's better to cover their hair and body and then open her face and hands.
Why?
Because if you look in terms of the society, women having many attractive places on their body. So to cover it up is safe for her and also safe for men. And another part is that when a Muslim lady wears hijab, we call it hijab, she always feels that there is a curtain between her and a man. So the tendency to commit any sinful acts is reduced. And that's good for the society. We will not have illegal sexual, we will not have illegal abortion. And these things will be good for the society, for all.
Exceptions are made for sports. In Thailand and in the Gambia, Aisha has the freedom not to cover. She is struggling with the hijab idea.
Shame on me. It's like, it's obligatory. It's not sure. I must wear it. But Gambia is a developing country with lots of Western influences. So I grew up, in a traditional Muslim family. I was brought up as a Muslim girl. I have to pray every day. It was not like a matter of me choosing to pray or not. I must pray every day. But the hijab thing, it poses some challenges. Like, I went to private schools, and most of my private schools were Christian schools, so they don't necessarily allow hijab with the uniform. So I faced those things, and with time I don't know, but I pray that God helps me do my obligatory part of covering my aura, probably with time, inshallah.